Ever wondered how to make authentic Trinidad and Tobago roti? Well, today is your lucky day. We're diving into the delectable world of Caribbean cuisine, exploring the scrumptious and popular dish, roti. Hailing from the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, this culinary gem has won the hearts of food lovers across the globe with its rich flavors and satisfying textures. So dust off your apron and roll up your sleeves. It's time to cook. Stay tuned to master the art of making an authentic Trinidad and Tobago roti. Before we dive into the cooking process, ensure you have all the necessary ingredients at hand. We'll start with the basics for the dough: all-purpose flour, a pinch of baking powder, and a dash of salt. You'll also need water to bring it all together, and oil for cooking. Now for the filling, let's spice things up a bit. Get yourself some yellow split peas, a couple of garlic cloves, and don't forget the cumin, turmeric, and pepper to add that distinctive Caribbean flavor. And of course, we can't forget the star of the show, the chicken. You'll need boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cut into bite-sized pieces. Got everything? Great. Now it's time to get cooking. The first step in making Trinidad and Tobago roti is preparing the dough. It all begins with the simple combination of flour, baking powder, and a touch of salt. But don't be fooled by the simplicity of the ingredients. It's the technique that transforms them into the perfect roti dough. Start by mixing the dry ingredients together until they're well combined. Then slowly add in water while you need, creating a smooth and pliable dough. The goal here is to achieve a consistency that's not too firm, but not too sticky either, something akin to Play-Doh. Remember, the dough's consistency plays a pivotal role in the final product. A well-kneaded dough ensures that the roti turns out soft and fluffy, just the way it's meant to be. So take your time with this step, and don't be afraid to get your hands a little messy. Now that the dough is ready, it's time to prepare the filling. A delicious filling is what makes a roti truly special. The secret to a mouth-watering filling lies in the harmony of spices, vegetables, and protein, all cooked to perfection. Let's start by heating a generous drizzle of oil in a pan. Once it's hot, we add finely chopped onions, allowing them to soften and turn a golden brown. This is the foundation of our filling, infusing it with a rich, savory aroma. Next, we toss in some minced garlic and grated ginger, a dynamic duo that brings a punch of flavor. Here's a tip: don't rush this step. Let these aromatic ingredients meld together, creating a symphony of scent that fills your kitchen. Now we introduce our spices: turmeric, cumin, coriander, and a touch of chili powder. As they sizzle and pop in the pan, their fragrant notes are released, forming the backbone of our filling's flavor profile. It's time for our protein. You could use chicken, beef, or even chickpeas for a vegetarian twist. Cook until the protein is tender and the spices have been fully absorbed. Lastly, we add diced potatoes, cooking them until they're soft but still hold their shape. This adds a delightful textural contrast to our filling. With our filling ready, we're one step closer to enjoying our delicious roti. Now comes the exciting part: cooking the roti. We've prepared the dough, we've prepared the filling, and now it's time to bring these two together in a delightful culinary dance. Let's start by lightly dusting our work surface with some flour. Take one of your dough balls and flatten it out into a circle. You're aiming for a thickness similar to a pancake. Next, place a generous spoonful of your filling in the center of your flattened dough. Carefully fold the edges of the dough over the filling, sealing it in like a well-packaged gift. Gently flatten this filled dough ball with your palm. Now let's move to the stove. Heat up a large flat pan or tawa over medium heat. Once it's hot, place your stuffed roti onto the pan. Cook it until you see small bubbles forming on the surface. Then give it a flip. You're looking for a golden brown color on each side. Remember to be patient. Good cooking takes time. Each roti should take about 2 to 3 minutes per side to cook. Once your roti is cooked to perfection, remove it from the pan and place it on a plate. Repeat this process with the rest of your dough and filling until all your rotis are cooked. And voila! You now have a delicious, authentic Trinidad and Tobago roti. Well, there you have it. We've journeyed together through the art of making authentic Trinidad and Tobago roti. We've explored the ingredients, kneaded our dough, prepared our filling, and finally cooked our roti. It's been a delightful culinary adventure, hasn't it? I strongly encourage you to try this recipe in your own kitchen. Remember, practice makes perfect. So don't be disheartened if your first roti doesn't turn out perfect. Keep trying, and soon you'll be making rotis like a pro. Happy cooking!